Welcome back to Indian Trace. This is just on the fly, but I wanted to put up some rare pieces, some rare artifacts, at least from eastern North Carolina. Now, Guilfords aren't so much rare, but being able to find them in quartz is very rare. For example, what we're going to take a closer up look at is these quartz Guilfords, and this is all that I have in my collection. And for those who are maybe a little bit new, maybe just passing through, I think maybe in the last 5 years and I'm sure of it, found over 13,000 artifacts. And this right here, this group is all that I found when it comes to really display quality quartz Guilfords, and I haven't found them broken that much. But listen, I went through just to make sure today. Take a look at this. Some great Indian pottery. This is the great looking signature of their lives, spanning centuries and centuries, starting 2,000 plus years ago, at the very least 1,000 years ago. But I like picking up the pottery because it is the signature of their life, or an individual life who decided they would make this. So I went and just made sure and did some double checking through the clay pot, indicative of course, what you're looking at right here. So I just wanted to show you some really beautiful pottery. Cleaned it up, pulled it out of there today. It doesn't need to get broken up any more than it is. And then, of course, I found a couple little pieces out there. Good field points. Authentic North American Indian artifacts. For those of you who love pottery, just give you a close-up look. What you're seeing is the quartz sand within it that they use to temper the clay. It's great natural light. Textures and different patterns on the pottery indicate different periods, dispensations of time. Could be separated by 100 years, 50, or 300 without a problem. Look at the channel on the top side of this piece of pottery. Unbelievable, right? Anyway, let's take a look at this. I have to post some of these videos to get some of these artifacts I haven't seen in a long time up and just share them. Again, quartz Guilfords. And as I look at these, we're going to go around clockwise. Take a look at this straight-based Guilford. Found at Mecca. Just a great piece. And I encourage you, and that's one of the main reasons I'm posting some of these display videos. Of course, it was blowing like mad out there today, and I couldn't do any videos of any of this stuff out in the field. But that's okay. I work hard at studying a good dozen independent journalists, as well as national journalists, steering clear of those organizations. Look at that piece. Now that's a nice Guilford. Strong and sturdy. Here's a piece in sugar quartz that I found down at Saponi. You can see the color on that. It's a great piece. Straight base Guilford. Sorry, I get carried away. Definitely work hard. And I do steer clear of those especially national journalists that every day step up to the plate and read off a screen and don't even know that they're absolutely lying, deceiving the American public who do not search out the truth for themselves, which just breaks my heart. But that's changing. We could see that 1+ year ago on election night. It was Providence mixed in there, but for some people, even hearing any of this stuff put together bothers them because they have this diet that has poison them from the mainstream media. And if you don't think so, ask them where they get their information. If they say one of the big 12, then you know they're unaware that those big 12 get their data, get what they must report every day from one central command center, if you will. It's pretty sad. It's too deep to get into all of right now. Look at this piece. Back to the artifacts. This piece came from Hidden Hill. It's a great Guilford in sugar quartz. Very rare piece. Very rare. Sugar quartz, super resilient though. That's probably why this piece and the straight base over here are still good. Now this piece right here, very rare as well. Discoloration from the hafting on the bottom. Much more of a clear quartz. Uncommon piece. Here's a great piece. Site 4. This came from Sand Passage. You can tell they just worked hard to work and keep the shape of these things and really do a good job. Fantastic piece right here from the Cove. Quartz Guilfords. And I assure you, they're, if you don't think they're hard to find, just come to North Carolina and try to find some Quartz Guilfords. People here and who collect here really know that they are. Here's one of the biggest ones I found from Saponi. A little bit what people would say is crude, but it's probably because of the material. Nevertheless, once they get these things hafted onto the atlatl shaft, the dart, then I guarantee they did the job that they needed to do. Anyway, that's enough. I give you just a little of that mishmash concerning politics because I do work really hard to vet the political interest links I put up there. You will see they change. They're not all from the same source, but I keep and I maintain about 5 sources of news. I do check possibly about 10. Often I'll put those in there. Nice look at those, right? And so that's where that comes from, because I've seen the lack in, unfortunately, our American culture to be able to discern or even find what is really true anymore about what's going on. It's a great look at that. Encourage everybody to keep their hope alive for the spring, and hope you find out there. Be well.